Okay. This game is special because the demo is a completely separate entity from the actual game. I was able to watch the beginning of the actual game and it was hilarious, and the demo was hilarious too. So we're gonna play the demo and have fun with it. Begin the demo. Oh. Now sensitivity a little bit higher up. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. Seems about right. Stanley Parable demonstration this way. Is it too loud? I think it might be too loud. I wish I had normal volume settings. Okay. Your number is 27.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration.
There's subtitles? Yes.
Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
My number is 28. Hey Ash. I would play if you got me at Cutie Pie. Waiting room, please wait for... Did I turn on captioning? I feel like I didn't. Okay, I did. Now serving 20. Now serving 21, now serving 22. Now serving 23. Famous demos. Haha, Metal Gear Solid 2. I remember playing that demo. That was an actual famous demo. What's here? Okay.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable. A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension? The looming uncertainty? Why don't we drink in the anticipation for a moment, just for 20 minutes or so? Please, for just 20 minutes, don't move or act in any way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you. Oh, I get it. You're too anxious, you can barely hold still. Well, tell you what, I think we should walk off that nervous energy before getting the demo underway. Here, why don't I take you on a little tour of the facility and show you how we make a demonstration for a game like the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is, how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game. Video game demonstrations are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to expect in the full version.
How's the sound, guys? Can y'all hear it clearly, or do I need to put up the volume a bit? Because this game is basically pure talking. And if you can't really hear it, then it kind of kills the point.
Ah, here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions you make. After all, tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that? Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice says about you.
The game volume is a little low. I start streaming at all kinds of times.
How fascinating. Did you know that 94% of all people who select that particular button are sexual predators? You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature of our minds and souls. Pervert.
I'm a sexual predator, apparently.
Okay, what else can I show you then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted. Now, I think you'll find this exciting. We've actually developed a wall that you can walk through. Go ahead, give it a shot. Oh, guess it's still in development. Right, okay, moving along. How's the anticipation? Still feeling it? This device tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration. Somewhere around here there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
I literally don't remember anything about this when I watched it. Compliments?
One of the most important parts of administering any demonstration is pumping up your ego and appealing to insecurities about your sense of self-worth. That's why we use this room to develop cheap compliments to shower on the player during the demo. Go ahead and press that button to see some of the superficial flattery we've been cooking up. My heavens, I've never met someone who can consume as much uranium in a single sitting as you can. Just look at you go. Of all the people I know who are playing this exact demo at this exact moment and standing in this exact room, your performance is easily in the top 5,000. Top 4,700 even. I won't go as far as 4,600. Let's see. Oh, this is embarrassing. I really can't think of anything else to say. No, you've really exhausted my list of compliments. Goodness, that was fast. Either you or this department has a lot of room for improvement. Okay then, what's next?
I want more compliments. I need validation. Emotion booth?
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power of narrative exposition.
Discovery.
It was low, and within the shame he carried that ocean breeze did drift. The fierceness of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their kingdoms, washed ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid of a cause, ripping and tearing at the eternal seams. A vessel without a captain, carrying itself like plastic in the wind. hinting at a purpose that was truer in some distant memory, if only it could decipher through time's veneer whose memory it wanted to be.
That was discovery. Okay. Despair.
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance, spoke coddling words and wrapped our vulnerabilities
Having
in a
a
woolen
mustache.
cloth that so many times I tried to set aflame. If I knew these comforts now, would their fibers be any more sensitive to the heat of my touch? Perhaps it was the cold I desired most of all. That empress to whom my flesh was always invisible. A hammock for the bones, waiting to be touched and
Wikipedia.
to be known.
It's not giving me any subtitles anymore. Full captions. Embarrassment.
Now, we have to save at least a few emotions for the full game.
Hey, Solo Nav, how you doing?
Oh, you went in both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute.
Can I go back into the booths?
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance.
Wait. Why can't I go into Discovery again, but I can go into Despair again?
Where did these cliffs go? Where did... Where did... Where did... Where did... Where did... Where did...
Okay. Nothing's happening. Demo status. I guess. Let's go on. Do you
Now this room is perhaps the most important you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective. No! What are you doing? You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring it first? Let this one simmer. You'll have plenty of time to decide later.
No. Demo in progress.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made. However, it's still important that we address safety concerns. Please closely observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. If you agree to be held 100% responsible for any and all injury or long-term damage, mental, physical, or otherwise, that may occur while playing the demo, please do not press the large red glowing disagree button at this time. Nothing? No objections? Not quite sure about that?
There's no...
Well, all right then. In the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the demonstration to be terminated. Please step into the dance perimeter. Please perform a dance. Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for the Stanley Parable?
Wait, that wasn't the demo? Hey, Jen.
Oh wait, what are we doing here?
Welcome to the
Did we not...
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done something wrong the first time. Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable demo take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes. Oh, wait, what's this?
8. Eight.
Wait. This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable. This is a game where you press a button and it says 8. Not only is the Stanley Parable not a game about continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee that this button does not appear anywhere in the main game.
8.
Why is it here instead of the demo for the Stanley Parable? Where did the demo go? There was an actual demo here before. Something has gone wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We need to get you out of here before you start forming impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. We need to get up. We need to start over. You mustn't stay here another minute. Out, out, out. Go, go, go.
You can't tell me what to do.
8. 8. 8.
Now, I think perhaps you've misunderstood me, so let me reiterate as clearly as I can. This is not the Stanley Parable. What you are doing is pushing a button over and over that does nothing but speak the word 8. Has that gotten through? You may be continuing to press this button under the impression you're playing the Stanley Parable right now. An assumption that is, I should remind you again, entirely erroneous.
8. 8.
I'm having way too much fun with this.
8. 8.
Doesn't even make sense. Why would I have gone to all of this elaborate setup just to demonstrate a game that doesn't do a single thing except repeat the word 8? The waiting room, the green room, the
8.
tour of the facility, all of that for no reason other than to contextualize and build up this particular game. Why? What about this game deserves any of that time and attention? Are you seeing something in it that I'm not?
8.
8.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal. It isn't possible that you still think this is the Stanley Parable. I've restated the fact too many times, which means that you are now consciously choosing to delay the actual demo as long as possible. Is that it? Are you afraid of the Stanley Parable? I suppose another possibility is that you can't hear me because you're playing with the sound off. In which case, what are you even getting out of this 8 game in the first place? This scenario is perhaps even more concerning.
8. 8. 8. 8.
You really are finding this amusing, aren't you? The experience of pushing a button and it says 8. Is this intrinsically captivating to you on its own as a legitimate experience? I mean, I'm starting to wrap my head around the idea, but it's not all the way there. How do you get into this demo? Are you our target market for the game? Should I be concerned for the Stanley Parable sales numbers right now?
Why is 7 afraid? Wait. Why is 6 afraid of 7? 'Cause 7,
8.
9.
8. 8. 8.
The funny thing is, you haven't even played the Stanley Parable yet. How can you be sure that this is a better game? Is this simply more compelling than you imagine the Stanley Parable to be? Have you formed such a rich vision of the game already? What exactly did I do that gave you such a miserable, awful impression of what it's like to play the Stanley Parable? Was it the dance? Yes, it was almost certainly the dance. I regret that now.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Well, the good part is, that if this is your metric for quality in a game, when we do get to the Stanley
8.
Parable, you'll be thrilled,
8.
shocked, blown
8.
away. Every
8.
one of your faculties will be enraptured by the experience of a game
8.
that does anything more than say 8
8.
over and over. Yes, I can't
8.
wait for your entire world to be
8.
shattered and rebuilt.
8.
A magical moment
8.
we'll all share
8.
together.
8. 8. 8.
Oh, I'm not going to pretend I don't know what's going on here. You're so utterly compelled by this game that you don't intend to stop playing it until you pass out from physical exhaustion. Well, tell you what, I'll just be right here and wait for you to finish. I'm sure the Stanley Parable demo will still be out there somewhere when you're all done. In the meantime, I'm going to stop acknowledging you and just let you get it out of your system. Please, enjoy the 8 game. Take as much time as you need.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Aw. I think you
8.
stopped talking to me now.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Okay.
8.
One more time.
8.
One more.
8. 8. 8.
Okay, okay. No, one more, one more, one more.
8. 8. 8.
Okay. 8 more, 8 more.
8.
1,
8.
2,
8.
3,
8.
4,
8.
5,
8.
6,
8.
7,
8.
8,
8.
9.
Oh, you're done. Well, in that case, what do you say we get back to business and start this demo over from the top?
Sorry, guys. $87. 88. It's 88. 8.
Welcome to the
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
Parable
yes, we heard it all the
demonstration.
first time.
Your number is 30. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay.
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general.
What?
Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my end. Now that we're all on the same page again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration once more. In this third attempt, we shall truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
What? I can't see. I'm blind. What?
No, it can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way. Okay, yes. This is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup.
Where's the cup? No, this cup?
All right, now put it, in the bin.
Screw your cup. Fine. Put it in the bin.
You did it! You won! You know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow, the Stanley Parable just keeps getting
Achievement
better and
unlocked.
better.
Video
In
games.
fact, let me take a little survey of your experience.
Y'all don't see it,
Based on
but
what you've
I just
played
got a
so
Steam
far,
achievement.
would you purchase the Stanley Parable?
I don't get what this game is.
You responded,
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am
This-
convinced of the quality of the full game.
incredible.
That's not
You
what I said.
really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable, what I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along, let's get to the end and the final choice. Ending, where are you? Where are you?
There's the disagree button. I found the disagree button.
Is this it? Yes, the end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very carefully before answering. Much is at stake.
No. It's not letting
Is
me
it
click
working?
no.
Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need
No.
someone to stop the demo. Hello?
I can't
We
even
need to go
click
back.
any of them.
We need to get out of here.
I can't click either of the buttons. Merry Thanksgiving. Wait, what?
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way.
Isolation chamber.
Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game? Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more endings. That's the other problem with this game. There's too many bloody endings. I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense. Oh, but back at the beginning of the demonstration, now, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember, just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time, and I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then, how little we knew of the world. And then, when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all
But-
so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh, And then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere,
What?
and we just kept
That didn't happen.
climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end. And then we were on some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea what was down there. Did you? And we just kept going, and we found that elevator, and it said escape on it. And we talked about it for a while. About
None of
how
this
we couldn't
happened.
possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try, and at the very least it would be an adventure. So we got inside and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the new and glorious path. Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful? Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful? We were free.
Hey Chris, happy Thanksgiving. What? Wait, what?
You know, because I wanted to put him down basically, right? And we put our with that example, on the streets. Does it work from like does it still work? Would you be able to support you with like going and the same thing, or does it have to be?
I beat the game. It's too bad I don't actually have the game. Wait. What did I just watch? And why do I want this game? I really do want this game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was...
Did the trailer just
something he would never quite...
go away from being a trailer?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that employee 427 did every day. Room 427. Stanley worked for Stanley went around. Stanley stepped into the Stanley just sat around. Stanley walked upstairs. Stanley was in such a rush. Stanley is quite a Stanley for the first Stanley realized Stanley had never seen Stanley knew the office. Stanley can't Stanley just Stanley was Stanley still Stanley was making Stanley. Oh, come now. You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again? Wait, how did you do that?
Yes, there is a lot of creativity in this game. I like how there's an achievement. I unlocked that achievement.
I recently received an email from a man named Raphael who writes, I just played your game, and I'd like to say it was the most annoying thing I ever played. It had its cool moments, but overall the experience was only of annoyance. The problem is that it does not touch the heart of people. It's a very emotionless game. Did you ask any girls to try out your game? I ask because they are blissfully less logical than us guys. I am very logical myself, but also very emotional. So it was easy for me to find the game annoying. What happened is that your game frustrated me. I felt like I was being taken into someone else's hallways, doors and plans to deliver me an experience that didn't touch me. And worst of all, I had absolutely no free will in the game. No way to change anything, no impact, no power. I accomplished nothing. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Other things I didn't like were the amount of narrator dialogue too much, and that Stanley is repeated all the time by the narrator. Overall, your game is on a good path, I think. Good luck with it, and best regards, Raphael. You know, Raphael, at first, your negative response to the game devastated me. After all, I managed to squeeze so many emotions into the first game. How could a logical yet emotional person like yourself have been disappointed? But then I realized that much to the contrary, your emotional standard is simply much higher than a normal human being's. So I've come to think of you as a mentor, an emotional beacon toward which I might sail my wayward narrative ship. That's why I've discarded the Stanley Parable as it previously existed and rebuilt it from the ground up to capture not just many emotions, but all emotions. And I think few would disagree that it's a significant step up. Why don't I take you on a little demo walkthrough?
By Raphael.
This is the story of a love samurai named Stanley. In this new version, you play the ghost of a dream of a memory of a cyborg warrior trying to find his dead wife inside a poem. The game's central feature, emotion booths. Stepping into any one of these booths will cause the player to actually feel that emotion. And these are just some of the hundreds of thousands of emotions you'll find in the final game. Whereas many video games are content to offer you a finite number of things to do, the Stanley Parable is breaking ground by allowing the player to do literally anything. Let's look at an example. In this scenario, the player has just infused a bicycle with the soul of his great-great-great-uncle Hermophrides. From this point, he might use Hermophrides' ethereal presence to detect nearby mineral deposits, or perhaps he might train the bicycle in the art of undoing temporal paradoxes. It seems that the player has chosen to use the haunted bicycle to deceive townsfolk as a part of his snake oil salesman ruse. How bold. Many players may be too logical to appreciate the Stanley Parable. So in the options menu, you'll be able to adjust for your own personal play style. Try playing in Raphael mode for a real challenge. Already since the beginning of this video, rave reviews for the game have been pouring in. John Gamerson writes, "I've played thousands of hours and had my heart touched 176 times so far. It really hurts. How do you turn that off?" While a woman writes, "This place has shoes. I love shoes. Oh my god. Shopping, 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 shopping." Quests will be broken up into... It seems we've just encountered one of the game's anti-piracy measures. At random times, it will crash your computer and start deleting files, just in case you downloaded the game illegally. Well, I suppose this is as good a place as any to stop the demo. I hope I've given you something to look forward to, and I certainly hope we can continue to look to Raphael as a messiah for narrative progress. I'm upset that he was so annoyed by my first game, since it has always been my intention to become a person of respect, consideration, and unyielding empathy for others. But until I figure out how to do that, I think we should take some time here at the end of the video just to piss him off a bit. Stanley. 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 Stanley.
Please rate your experience. Do you have questions you'd like the narrator to answer? Send an email to AskTheNarrator. And please, don't be like Raphael. That was hilarious. There's another one.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chilled here, and I'm playing a new game by the name of Stanley Parable. It seems like it's one of those original games where it's got some different themes and symbols and motifs. You play Stanley as he tries to unravel the world around him.
I can't help it. There's like nothing going on, but this is hilarious.
Hey, what's going on? It's Chilled here. I got a new game I'm playing, Stanley Parable. He's a office worker, and his job is just to kind of, you know, just explore up and down the walls. It's supposed to be about life and stuff. Hello, Internet, and welcome to a story of a man named Stanley. Stanley has yet one job: to experience life and all it has to offer. We did it, Internet. We just completed the game. Now, Stanley, he could be something special. Could be someone different. Yet Stanley chooses to do the same thing over and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a choice in how we're going to live. And what we're going to do. For me, the choice is to go forward. Land, I'm pretty sure I was already here. It feels as if the pathway is constantly growing. Kind of feel like I should be getting paid more for my job. I feel like one of these things changed. I made 7, 8, 9, and yet I know nothing will change. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me why I'm in this hallway. I live the good life lives me. Walking down up these hallways, I really have to take a pee, but there's no bathroom. What the hell? Is this my room? What the? Hello? Hello, why is no one else in here? I'm going now, Doris. I'm going back to my hallway. My familiar hallway. I know that hallway. That hallway doesn't change. That hallway next to me. What the I'll progress. Oh, boxes. It's kind of like my memories stored and filed away. Same time every time. I'm dreaming.
Oh, goodness. I do believe he's lost his way. Now, between you and me, I don't think he stood a chance in the first place. But he's having such a grand time here in these hallways. Why should we bother him? Yes, it's all very amusing. And we laugh, and we call our friends over, and they laugh too. And soon the whole world laughs and laughs and laughs at the man who failed. Ah, But there's a twist. Are you ready for it? Watch him closely, because in and amongst his aimless meandering, I think he's actually beginning to discover something. He's getting closer to an answer, an explanation, an exit. He is beginning to earn his freedom. But of course, that isn't for you to see. You, sitting there, what have you gained watching this video? What have you learned? Do you know this man? Do you know anything about him? No, of course not. Now, if I could truly put you in his shoes to show you the paths he walked and the choices he made, but we both know that isn't possible. Not yet. Soon, you will be the one to walk. The controls will be in your hands. Soon, we will find out if your friends turn and laugh at you, just as they did with him. Oh, I think I'm going to enjoy this. When you find out how alone you truly are, I will be laughing more than anyone. Very soon now. The end is nearly here. Let's play, everyone. Let's all play.
That was creepy. What the? Who just gifted me this? I don't understand what's funny to me. It's just that I'm so like out of it. Like I'm like trying to figure out the game and like all of a sudden like that didn't there wasn't even any sound. And right after the trailer pop. Oh, Ash, thank you, Ash. So that are you telling me to play it right